Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. This is your local space guide. So, to start off the game itself, we have to go ahead and press Start Game, and then we are going to press Start New, unless you already have a world that you want to just do this from. Uh, you can name it whatever you want. I name mine Space Guide World because that's what this is. I'm just playing on career mode. You can do science mode. I don't think it'll really change anything that I know of. And difficulty options normal. Again, you can change it. I don't think it'll change how you start off. And then let's go ahead and press start. So whenever you first load in, you will see obviously the first main area, and you'll see this window over here. You are welcome to read the window, but it doesn't really matter. It just teaches you how to look around, which is basically, if you've been playing games for a while, you already know how to do it. So right now, let's just press, thanks, I've got it. And then we can go over here to the vehicle assembly building. Just click on it. This is where you'll be building your first rocket and everything that you need to know and do will be in here. Again, we see another window. Just press got it. Doesn't really matter for now. You are welcome to read it if you wanted. But for now, let's just go ahead and build our rocket. So we always start off with the command pod. There's some times where you start off with something else, but kind of counterintuitive, doesn't really matter. This is just the Mk1 command pod. This is just what you'll start off with whenever you first begin. So go ahead and click on that. It's going to spawn in the middle. And for the first basic rocket, I'll just go through it pretty fast with you. It's really simple. Go down to utility, MK16 parachute, click that, drag it on top, make sure it snaps, and then go to engines. The first engine that you have is the Fleece Solid Fuel Booster. And we'll place that down. Okay. For this solid fuel boosters, you cannot change the throttle, and you cannot turn it off. Later on, though, whenever you get more research points and you unlock more stuff, you unlock stuff like the liquid fuel boosters and liquid fuel tanks, and those you can adjust the throttle, and those you can turn off whenever you want. Next, let's go ahead and get science on here. So you're going to go over here to the science tab. Press mystery goo. Just one, doesn't matter. I always see people put like 2 or 3 on here. Doesn't matter, you don't get more science for more that you have on there. So let's just put it on the side because we're not really going into the upper atmosphere or anything. It doesn't really matter aerodynamics wise. We can put on around 3 basic fins. So if you press X, or if you come down here and click on this, you can choose how many you want to place at one time. I usually choose 3 because that's the best way to do it. But you know what? I think that is really all you need for your first one. So let's go over here, press launch. It's going to load, and we'll be at the launch pad in just 1 second. Any day now. Any day now. Alright, there we go. So we are at the launch pad. This is where you will obviously be launching all your vehicles. It looks like this right now because it isn't upgraded, but later on you will upgrade it and it'll look a lot better. So what I forgot to do is I forgot to stage it properly. So you're going to come down here, press the plus arrow, and drag the solid fuel booster to stage 1. You can do this in the VAB. If you do it in the VAB, it'll save it for the next time that you launch this vehicle, but you can do it anywhere. Doesn't really matter. So now, all we're going to do is we are going to turn on SAS. I don't know what it stands for necessarily. I think it's like stability something stability. It's somewhere in that range. This will just help you keep steady, help you keep your tilt and your yaw and your roll and stuff. It'll try to keep that regular. So now all we're going to do is we're going to press space. That'll activate that first rocket. Right now we aren't going to worry about turning or anything. Let's just watch it go up. And then we can go ahead and observe this mystery go. We can keep that experiment. We're going to go over here, press crew report, press keep experiment. That's really all we need to do. Let's go ahead and activate that parachute. You can come up here, press 4 times speed. Any day now. So up here, this is just time warping. So 4 times speed, it doesn't actually affect your speed in game. It just affects the time, you know? So this parachute activates at 1,000 meters. You can see the meters up here. So it'll activate around now. And it'll keep us going slow. And we will gently go into the water. There we go. That was our first time. Now, if you want to come over here, hover over that green arrow and press recover vessel. It will take the vessel back, and you'll see. All right, so crew report while flying over Kerbin shores. We got 3.5 science from that. Yeah, and then mystery goo observation. Gosh, while flying at Kerbin, we got 7 science for that, and then a recovery of a vessel that survived a flight, 5 science. So we got a total of 15.5 science earned from that. Let's go ahead and press next. Because we got all of our parts back, we just got all of our funds back. Funds are just money. And this is our guy. He gained 1 XP. This won't necessarily level him up to the first star or anything. You'll need to do some more stuff to get him level up. So just press done. And then if we go over here to research and development, also the R&D facility, if we click on that, we can go down the path of basic rocketry, which just gets you the swivel liquid fuel engine, solid fuel booster, or hammer solid fuel booster, and the FLT100 fuel tank. Or you can go down engineering, which gives you TD12 decoupler, which basically lets you stage. The THOT, the too hot thermometer, the Communitron 16, and the Communitron 16S. These two things are antennas. They let you transmit data from the sky down to KSC. This is another piece of science, so you can do this along with a observation goo, or mystery goo, sorry, and it will give you additional science points. And this is just how you stage again. I highly recommend doing the basic rocketry because you get your first liquid fuel engines. Let's go ahead and do that. But because you just did that last mission, we can do Engineering 101, or we can do General Rocketry, which I also recommend doing. Oh wait, actually, never mind, we can afford that. So let's go ahead and save up for this though. So we're going to go over here and press Leave Facility, go back to the VAB, and we will do our first rocket to get into orbit. So basically all you need to do is click on this, drag it over, delete it. We already have everything we need on this. So we are going to take the FLT100 fuel tank. We're just going to put down 2 of those. Press Alt and click on them, and then Alt and click on them. There you go. So now we're gonna go. This is the liquid fuel. This is gonna hold all your stuff. If you put a solid fuel booster on the bottom of this, it will not affect how much fuel that has. Only the swivel liquid fuel engine. So if we want to place that down here, this is called the swivel because it can swivel or vector. So which means it'll basically tilt the nozzle and it'll point the thrust wherever you want. So this should be all we need to, I don't know about getting to orbit, but basically figure stuff out. So let's go ahead and put basic fins. Just 3. Right about, oh, you should also press this to toggle snap, which just makes it grid mode. Way easier to place stuff. Just 3 right there. And then we can go over here to science. Place the mystery goo. And that is pretty much all we need for now. Let's go ahead and launch this. Let's just see what it does, how it works, stuff like that. As soon as it loads. Any day. Alright, here we go. So, for this, you will need to throttle up, usually shift. I just recommend going full throttle. Oh, I forgot the staging again, so let's go ahead and put this down here. Toggle SAS, and then just press space. And there we go. Nothing really special about it. Got everything you need. But yeah. So if you want to turn, you just press WASD. W and S will be your pitch. A and D will be your yaw. And Q and E will be your roll. Yeah, nothing really to it. If you press M, you will go to your map. This is where you see all your planets. If you scroll out, you'll see the entire Kerbal solar system. We will eventually, by the end of this series, visit every single one of these planets. But for now, let's go ahead and just focus on getting into orbit. So as you can see, the top of this little area, oh my gosh, of this little line is called the apoapsis, or the periapsis, one of the two. I kind of forget. I use them interchangeably. We don't have any fuel to really make it matter right now. We're just going to go ahead and do a crash landing. If you want to come up here, 4 times speed. Get this spinning. Oh, no, we don't want spin, so just cancel that out. Here soon, it will reach the periapsis or the apoapsis, and then it'll start falling after that, because that is the highest point. So let's go ahead and get that running, and I'll let you know whenever we're on our descent. I kind of forgot, you should also do your mystery goo while you're up here, because it'll give you some more. So just press keep experiment. That'll give us like 10 extra, I think. Pretty sure that's what it just said. And your ship will probably try to start spinning. Just keep on pressing Q or E to keep it from spinning. But yeah, I'll be right back. So we have begun our descent, and we are falling at a rapid rate. Don't worry, all this stuff will burn up in the atmosphere, and all that should be left is our command pod. You'll see it here soon. I already pressed space to deploy my parachute, just so whenever time does come, if we're going a little too fast, it will do it automatically. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, see, it did it automatically without me even having to touch it because I pressed it up there. And if the color is like red or anything like that, oh. Alright, if the color is red or yellow or even blue, it will not deploy. You can still press it, and whenever it gets to 1,000, it will deploy. But we are going to touch down ever so gracefully. And that's pretty much it. You can do your... Oh, no, it fell off. Usually, if that survives, you can do your observation goo down here as well. And that'll give you some more science. But for now, let's just press recover vessel. And yeah, we'll get science from everything that we just did. And hopefully, we can make it to orbit. Just 1 second. Alright. So as you can see, we got 8 science total. Kind of stupid because we didn't recover the mystery goo. Doesn't really matter though. We got everything back. Well, almost everything back. As you can see, we lost this stuff. But yeah, let's just press next. No XP gain for him. Done. Go into research and development. I don't think... Oh, wait. Yeah, you can. What should we get? I don't know. Should we get... I think we're gonna go ahead and get the decoupler. Yeah, alright. So now, if you can afford it, go ahead and press... Or go ahead and get the general rocketry. This will help out a ton. That's pretty much all we can get. So let's go ahead and build a new rocket. So we are going to go ahead and just delete that entire thing and restart. Press the MK1 command pod. Scroll in if you want. Go ahead and always start off by putting on a parachute. I always forget to do that for some reason, so I always do it first thing. Now what we will do is we will take one of these, or actually what we're going to do first is we're going to go to coupling, take the TD12 coupler, which we just got, place that there. We're going to place one of these right there. Okay. And then we will go back to here and we'll place one of these. Alright. Now we're going to go back to coupling, place another TD12 decoupler, and then we're going to place one 2 and 3 of the medium size. And we're gonna go to engines. You're going to click swivel, and that will be that. This should theoretically, actually, I don't know about that. Maybe we add, I think we should actually add these 2 hammers on the side. So we're just going to do 2 right there. And then press over here on the move tool. I like this to just make it look a little cleaner. Do that, just move them in. And then we can move them down too if you want to level surface. There we go. And then I don't think we have any aerodynamic. Yeah, we don't. Okay, so we're just going to leave. This kind of looks strange, but we're just going to leave this right now as it is, because we don't have any nose cones at the moment. It should be fine theoretically, but yeah. And we aren't going to forget this time to do our staging. So as you can see, these are our 2 solid fuel rockets, and this is our liquid fuel. We are going to move our liquid fuel with our solid fuel. And this is our first decoupling. Oh, actually, I kind of messed up. We need to put another engine right here. So just another swivel engine. So I want to make sure we have a 2-stage rocket now, or technically 3-stage, but a 2-stage thrust. And then we're going to put the swivel with this decoupling. So as soon as this decouples, this swivel will activate. And then whenever this runs out, this will decouple, and then it'll just be all in. And obviously the parachute. So this is all staged, and this is all good. Let's go ahead and put on our mystery goo. We should probably make it symmetrical now. And now we have this too hot thermometer, and this will add some more science stuff. So just place that on there, and then if you want to name your spacecraft, you can. I don't really think it really matters for these though. So let's just go ahead and launch. So again, shift for full throttle, or you can press Z for full throttle and X to 0 throttle. Alright, so we're going to press Z or full shift, toggle SAS, and then we are just going to go for it. Press space. There we go, let's take off. And we want to slowly be going towards, usually you would be going towards the right. But, you know, we don't really have a choice apparently. We're going to be going towards the left. Oh, and we just ran out of fuel on these 2 solid boosters. Usually whenever we get radial decouplers, we would put them there, but we don't have them right now. So now whenever this runs out of fuel, this isn't really going too good, but it's whatever. Whenever this runs out of fuel though, we are going to decouple, and then now we only have this, which is good. This is doing really bad. Sorry you guys have to witness this. There we go. So we're kind of going good. We just ran out. It kind of sucks. We aren't going to make it to orbit this video. If you guys want me to do another video on how to get to orbit, we can, but you know, as long as you got the basic premise from this video, we should be all good. It's just getting a little long, but if you guys want to see that video, go ahead and let me know. Say it in the comments and I will make it. But other than that, I think it is goodbye. Everybody, have a great time. This was your local space guide.